Chapter 44. Jason Armbruster. I smacked the manila envelope against the steering wheel and tossed it into the passenger seat. "Thanks a lot, friend." "Whatever. I'm not happy about this. Promise me you'll be discreet when you haul him in." "Of course, Jerry. I wouldn't dream of doing it any other way. It's not like he publicly humiliated my wife in front of the entire ER. Jerry's face fell as my laughter reached his ears. I shifted into reverse and backed out of the parking space, and then toward the hospital. I wanted to flip on the lights, but it was only a 3-minute drive. Plus, I didn't need the added attention, at least not here. I reached over and moved the warrant off the plastic pill bottle resting beneath it. I unscrewed the cap and put one of each type of pill in my mouth. The first dose of pain medicine and muscle relaxer got me out of bed. This dose should get me in and out of the hospital. Unless the doc puts up a struggle. I smiled at the thought. I hadn't fired my stun gun in months. I lowered my left hand to my belt and rested it on the grip of the device, hoping I'd get a chance to deliver a dose of Edison's medicine. For once, the thought of extra paperwork seemed exciting. Cars crowded the hospital parking lot and blocked nearly every intersection. An ambulance sat wedged between the lines of cars, blasting its siren in a futile attempt to clear a path toward the hospital. These freaking people, so desperate for a miracle that they flock here for a chance to meet the great Dr. Turner and advocate for him to look kindly upon them. Well, I'm about to get him in front of 12 people in a courtroom and make him be the one looking for relief from them. I flipped my lights and siren on and pulled into the oncoming lane of traffic. A car slammed on its brakes 30 yards from me. "Relax, I'm not going to hit you." I turned my wheel and hopped the short curb, pulling my cruiser onto the grass. I waved at the ambulance as I passed. The driver looked frantic as the staff and back moved rapidly. The ambulance followed my lead over the grass and toward the main building. I found one of the few remaining pieces of open pavement and parked my cruiser there. I grabbed the warrant off the passenger seat, tossed the pill bottle in my pocket, and eased my way out of the car. It took 3 attempts before I could rock far enough for any momentum to raise me up, without severe stabbing pain dropping me back into the seat. Once I stood upright, I took short steps toward the building. I could have asked a younger officer to bring him in for me, but this was my collar. He messed with the wrong guy's wife. I'd sent the younger officers to his house in case he decided not to come to work today. The hallways held dozens of chairs, each supporting a patient with a family member or two standing next to them. "Excuse me," I said, standing in the center intersection of the ER. "I'm looking for Dr. Cameron Turner." A nurse replied without stopping. "He's not here yet. Not that the patients seem to care." "Excuse me, you're looking for Cameron?" I turned to see a physician standing behind me. Wrinkles covered a scrubbed top, and a drop of what looked like mustard stained the pants. At least I hoped it was mustard. "Yes, I'm with IMPD. I have a few questions for him about the accident here the other day." "What's in the envelope?" I stopped tapping the envelope against the palm of my left hand. I didn't even realize I'd been doing it. "This? Just some paperwork. And you are—" "Dr. Potter. That looks like the sort of envelope you might put official court documents in. Are you planning to arrest Cameron?" "I recommend you worry about your own job, Doc. Looks like you have plenty of patients to attend to." "You're right, and it would be a shame if I didn't have a partner to help wade through the sea of humanity." He rolled his eyes and walked over to the department secretary. I stepped close enough to listen to what he said. "Do me a favor, will you? We have an arrest coming in the next few minutes. Will you call Dr. Turner and let him know to meet me in room 10 as soon as he gets here?" The doc stood up from the secretary and walked past me. "The patients never stop. Would be nice if you guys could help us a bit with crowd control here, but I guess you're focused on other things." He didn't wait for an answer, which was fine because I didn't have one ready. I could have, but it didn't matter. I had one job, and apparently it's going to go down in room 10. I spun in circles, trying to see where room 10 was. Each hallway corresponded to a different set of numbers. I stood between the 50s and 60s. The next hallway over looked like the 30s and 40s. I left a smile on my face as I made my way through the crowded hallway toward room 10 and the beginning of my revenge. Cameron. I jogged toward the hospital, glancing at my watch every 20 steps. I hated being late. I'd connected with the contact at the insurance company on the way in and planned to meet him at the airport tomorrow with my family. Aaron would finally get his wish to fly on a private jet. The thought made me smile. I'm going to miss a lot of the usual father-son experiences in life, but this should be a fun one for him, and I looked forward to him watching me heal these people. Hopefully it would help him understand why I can't stay here much longer. I passed a police car parked randomly in the lot with its lights flashing. That's odd. They rarely leave their lights on when they come inside. I glanced at my watch again. 10 minutes late. Potter was going to kill me. My phone rang as I entered the ER through the ambulance bay. I recognized the number as the ER switchboard. Dang it. The only thing worse than being late is someone noticing it and calling me out on it. I sped back up to a jog as I answered the call. Addison. Mom, the police are here. I smashed the emergency stop button on the Peloton and stepped off the belt. What? Why? I don't know. 2 cars just pulled into the driveway. I'll go see what's up. Aaron ducked his head out of our workout room, and I heard his feet pound up the stairs. I grabbed my towel and wiped my face. What's going on? Did something happen to Cameron again? I took the stairs 2 at a time and made it to the front door before the officers did. Aaron held the door open, waiting for them. Ma'am, we're with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. Is your husband home? What? No, he isn't. I exhaled and leaned against the door jamb. I thought you were here to tell me something happened to him. Did you hear someone kidnapped him yesterday? I didn't think we had to worry about his freedom on top of everything else. The officer shared a quick glance and then turned back toward me. No one spoke for a moment, allowing the awkward tension to build. This wasn't the time for games. What's going on? Why are you looking for him? Do you know where he is? Asked the older officer. Yes, he went to work. He's at the hospital. I glanced at my watch. His shift started 15 minutes ago. He'll be home around midnight. Thank you. We'll try to find him there. The officers nodded and turned back toward the driveway. Wait, what's this about? Why are you looking for him? I repeated my question, but neither turned to answer. Aaron joined me on the sidewalk. What's going on? I don't know. Can you get me my phone? It's inside. Aaron turned and ran inside to retrieve it. I had to call Cameron and warn him. It looked like they were going to arrest him for something. Was it for not saving the patient, killed by the nurse? Mom, I can't find it. Where did you leave it? Like I know. It's in there somewhere. I regretted the words and the tone as soon as the words left my mouth. Aaron backed away from me, but I opened my arms and walked toward him. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you that way. I'm just stressed. I think they're going to arrest your father. We need to warn him. I let him go and went into the house to find my phone. Arrest him? For what? Something ridiculous, I'm sure. I found my phone in the workout room and called Cameron. After 5 rings, it went to voicemail. I immediately called back and got the same result. After the 5th time, I sent him a text. You need to leave. The police are going to arrest you. Get out of there. I stared at my phone, willing it to display a response. Something, anything, even a stupid emoji. I needed to know that he was okay, because I sure wasn't. Aaron, I yelled. I'm right here, what? I jumped forward, putting my hand on my chest to slow my heart down. I didn't know you were behind me. I lowered my head and breathed a few times. Get dressed. We need to get on the road. Where are we going? I don't know. When will we be home? I shook my head, dislodging a tear from each eye. I don't know.